I stand here today to talk on a social issue, which is the problem of separated homes. As a minister of God, I want to strongly encourage every woman and man to do your utmost best to tolerate and persevere with each other. Because when the father is staying in the east and the mother in the west, it is the children that suffer. There is no home without a problem. And therefore, Jesus Christ told us to bear each other's burden, to tolerate each other. You know, one of the things is that if you look at a lot of street children and a lot of juvenile delinquency to extremities, when you investigate, you will find that they are children from separated homes. I think those who had abandoned their wives, their husbands and children, they need to apologize to God and ask God for forgiveness. You know, I know one important story of somebody who had separated with the wife for 40 years, and the child grew up and brought the parents together. You know, one of the things in life I encourage all of us is to take the way of the pig. You know, when you give a stone to a pig, the pig means and look for a new way. A pig is an example of an animal that has perseverance and tolerance. One of the issues is that I call on the young children today that they should do everything possible to always unite their parents together. I've discovered that in some issues, some of the problems are aggravated by the children. So our mommy rid of that home. But you know, Nikombaraga says, "Sweet mother, I love you." He also said, "Good father." And therefore, one of the things as a counselor, which I encourage the young people to do today, is that of listening. Because some of the problems they have today is because they do not listen. They do not listen to advice. You know, it's generally said that what an old man can sit down seeing, a young man can climb up a palm tree and will never see. I encourage the young people today. Yes, Exodus 20 says, honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long on the land which the Lord has given you. That is the only commandment that goes with a promise. Today, a young man is talking to an elderly person with their hands in the pocket. This we never saw when we were growing up. Today, children move out and in at will without the parents even knowing their destinations. If you look today, there's a lot of occultism, mysticism. And when you look at it, the greater part that is affected are the young people. I call upon you, young boys and girls, to listen to the advice of your parents, and your future will be bright. One of the things I love is singing, and my children too have grown in singing. And one of it is, I know the plans I have for you. God has a plan for each one of us. And what you need to do is to go patiently and wait for your hour to come.